Hey guys, in this video, I want to show you a few exercises that are going to target your hamstring muscles. So these muscles right through the back of your leg. And as runners, they're really important muscles for a couple of reasons. So firstly, these muscles at the back of your leg are really powerful muscles that can help generate a lot of speed when you're running. So when your hamstrings are stronger, you're going to be able to run faster. You're going to be able to get up those hills a little bit easier. The second reason that your hamstring muscles are important to strengthen is because as runners, we are often quad dominant, meaning that we over rely on these muscles at the front of your legs and underutilize your hamstrings. So when you're running, ideally what you want to be doing is powering through and really pushing off each step using the back of your leg. But instead, what a lot of runners do is they push off and reach forward using their front muscles, so using those quad muscles instead of the hamstrings. And other than this being not the most efficient way to run, it also means that you're going to be putting more stress through the front of your leg, meaning you're going to be putting more stress on your knees. So what we often find is runners who have trouble with ongoing knee pain, so things like runner's knee or IT band syndrome, usually their quads are way stronger than their hamstrings, and so they're really using these quads a lot when they're running. The quads are getting fatigued and irritated, and that's putting stress on their knees. So what we want to do to combat that is really work on strengthening the back of the legs, and that's really starting off by strengthening those hamstring muscles. So let me show you 5 exercises that I like to use myself, and I also give to a lot of my clients in the clinic. So for these exercises, you won't need any equipment. You can do these at home. The only thing I'm going to be using is a chair. So you can use any sturdy chair you have at home. A dining chair will work, or you can even use your couch as long as it's not too cushioned. So let's get started with exercise 1, which is going to be a hamstring bridge or an elevated bridge. So I'm sure a lot of you have done normal bridges where your feet are on the ground. But for this one, we're going to have your feet up on a chair. So heels are going to go on the chair, and I want you to be pretty close to that chair. So you're going to get yourself into this position where you've got a 90-degree bend at your knees, 90-degree bend at your hips. A lot of people start off way too far back, so make sure you've got that good starting position with those right angles. You also want to make sure that your feet, knees, and hips are all in line. So my feet are hip distance apart, my knees are pointing straight up, I've got that space between my knees, and my hips are straight forward and flat on the ground. So don't start off with that arch in your lower back. Then hands across your chest. This is going to stop you from pushing off with your hands. So hands go across your chest. And then all you're going to be doing is lifting your hips up and squeezing those hamstring muscles at the back of your leg. So lift up and squeeze and then come back down. And you should feel that muscle engagement right through your hamstrings at the back of your leg. If you feel it in your lower back, that probably means you're lifting up too high and getting that arch in your lower back. So only lift up as high as you can using those hip muscles. You don't have to go too far up in the air and arch your back. Lift up, squeeze your hips, squeeze your hamstrings, and then come back down. If that feels quite easy, quite doable, and you want more of a challenge with this one, you can do it single leg. So you're going to lift one leg straight up in the air, same starting position, same exercise, you're just using that one leg to do the lift and come back down. This is a much harder version than the double leg, so see how you go. Make sure that as you do this, you're not tilting or rotating, so you're going straight up, squeezing that hamstring and coming back down. All right guys, exercise 2 is going to be in a very similar position. We're going to be using that chair and going up into that bridge, but there's a twist to this one. So same starting position, feet, knees, and hips in line, everything pointing straight up, and hands across chest. And then you're going to lift up in your bridge, hold this position, And you can either just hold this for 30 seconds or do some marching. So the idea with this one, you want to keep your hips lifted up as much as possible as you're doing the march. Watch that you're not slowly sagging down towards the ground. So lift up, hold that position as one leg goes up and the other leg goes up. After a few reps, you might find that your hips naturally sag a little bit, so reset, lift up, and keep going. All right, for exercise 3, we're not even going to use the chair, so you can move the chair out of the way. All you need is your mat. You're going to have a lie on your back. So we're going to go up into a bridge, and normally you've got your feet pretty close to your backside when you go up into your bridge like this, but we are going to have your feet pretty far out. You've still got that slight bend in your knees, but you're not sort of back here. So with your feet out there, hands still across your chest, you're going to lift up and hold. So this exercise here, we are just holding this position, keeping your hips up, lifted up off the floor, and you should feel that through your hamstrings. If that feels too easy, again, you can go single leg, do exactly the same thing, keep your hips lifted up, but you're only doing it with one leg, and we're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. Alrighty, exercise 4, we are back in bridge position. A lot of these are bridging exercises just because that's a really, really good way to keep those hamstring muscles engaged. So back in your bridge, on the floor still, we don't need the chair for this one either. You're going to go up into your bridge. This time, start with your heels kind of close to you, lift up, and then you're going to step out, back in, step out, back in. So we're doing this marching movement, one leg at a time. Coming back to that bridge position, make sure your hips stay nice and tall, keep your hips high. If that feels too easy, you're gonna go step out, step in, out, out, in. Again, hips stay tall, and alternate which leg goes first. For the last exercise in this series, we're going to stand up. So you won't need any equipment, you're just gonna stand up. And to set yourself up with this one, you're going to reach for your toes. You can have your knees bent, reach for your toes, then lift up just to get your chest up tall. Your back should be nice and straight here, so make sure you're not curling through your back. So chest tall, back straight. With your hips, I want them to move back as far as possible, and your knees are going to be bent, but your knees are going to stay above your ankles. So what I mean by that is, don't let your knees come forward. Keep your knees back, hips back, chest tall, back straight. So this is your starting position. In this position, you should already feel those hamstrings a little bit tight, working a little bit just to hold you in this position. So then to do the exercise, you're going to step back and come back in. Step back, come back in. The most important thing with this exercise is to find that right position. Before you do anything else, I want you to feel that stretch through the back of your legs in those hamstring muscles. If that feels too easy, you can make it harder by doing this. So you're going to step back, lift up, come back. Step back, lift up, come back. The leg that I'm balancing on doesn't change that position. So I've still got the stretch in this one as my other leg does a bit more work. All right, so there you have it, 5 hamstring exercises that are really good for runners, especially anyone who either wants to run faster, improve their technique, or is dealing with some niggly knee pain or even hip pain or ankle pain. Hamstring exercises are a staple in any runner's program. So if you have any questions, comment them down below and have a go. Let me know how you go. Let me know what you think.